Hello everyone, it's almost the end of 2021 and I thought now it'd be the prime time to do another channel update. I've actually put off doing this video for quite a while because I wanted to get some stuff done first before I publish this video. Now, recently I've surpassed 500 subscribers. Thank you all of you who subscribe. And because of that, I have a community tab. So recently I've had a poll where I'm asking all of y'all, what kind of stuff do you want to see on the channel? Do you want to see more obscure media or more popular stuff that's more well known? And it seems that half of the responses, there are 16 in total, half of y'all say that you want some more obscure stuff, which is great because recently, well, it's not recent, it's probably about 1 month ago by now, but I got my hands on 10 records for a total of just $5. So you see this plastic bag here. There are 10 records, including this one, the Stylers. This one here. There are 10 records in total, and I got them for $5 in total. So each one was effectively 50 cents. It was a great deal, and the records, except for one, which is a local pressing of the Cascades' Rhythm of the Rain, they're all local Singaporean Chinese music. Stuff from the early 70s, late 60s. The kind of obscure stuff. Basically, the stuff that y'all have been demanding to listen to. I've already had several of these albums digitized, and the reason why I haven't published them is because, one of the reasons why, is because of the album art. That problem has been solved. I will elaborate. So, some of these records you can't actually find on Discogs. Like some of them, there aren't actually any, they aren't on the database. And those that are, they usually have terrible quality images for the album art. So I was thinking of a way I could solve this because I wanted to upload those with a higher quality album art, and at first I wanted to just scan all of the album arts individually, but I tried doing that for one of my Japanese albums and it was really difficult because of the fact that my scanner just doesn't cover the total area completely, just slightly off on two sides, so you have to make a lot of scans and stitch them all together, which is really troublesome. So then it dawned on me, the perfect solution is to actually just take one of the cameras I have and just use that to take photos of the album art. Now, I didn't really want to do this at first because I was concerned about problems with any barrel distortion of the lens, that kind of thing, which would cause the album art to look like as if it's bulging out from the screen. But recently, I've loaned some equipment from my school. You see that bag in front of me? Yeah, I'm part of the photographic society in my school, so I actually can loan various equipment. I didn't even loan this equipment for this purpose. It was for something else, but I still have it, and I thought, hey, I could use this because it's a Canon EOS 77D, and two lenses. Canon EOS, not what am I saying? A Canon EF 35mm f2 and a Canon EF 70 to 200mm f4L USM, the first version, the one that's non-image stabilized. I have been using the second lens, the 70-200, to actually shoot some wildlife photography, and that's why recently on my channel you see that video I posted about the yellow bittern eating the fish that was at Gardens by the Bay. I went out with two friends. It was an informal photo outing, and we brought the big guns. They brought even bigger guns. They were both Nikon shooters, and one of them has the Tamron 150 to 600mm f5 to 6.3, I think. Oh, That was a huge lens. And the other Nikon shooter, he had a 70 to 200 Tamron, the Tamron SP, actually borrowed from our school, but once again, he still bought that, and we took some really nice photos and videos. And I thought, since I had the video of the yellow bittern, I just decided to shove it onto YouTube as a public video for all of y'all to see. If you're interested. I don't know, probably not, but hey, I'm just leaving it there, if you're interested. But yes, I actually borrowed the camera and the two lenses and a speedlight, a 430 EX3 RT, and I used that along with the 35mm f2 and a cheap tripod, my cheap $10 tripod right here, to actually take photos of all the different album arts, right? So I've had the flash on top of the camera and all that, and I took photos of all of them and I've edited them, and so now I actually have the album art ready. So I have that ready. Now all I need to do is to just get all the track lists and the timestamps ready, and I can actually start publishing these on YouTube. But I thought I wanted to do this channel update video first before publishing those videos, which was why I haven't been doing stuff or posting stuff for quite a while, because I wanted to shoot this video first, but I haven't had much of an opportunity to do so. As you can see, my room is rather messy right now because these few months I've gotten a lot of stuff from a good friend of mine. He's been giving me a lot of stuff. Like, these are just two VCRs that he's given me. Both have problems. I cleaned out the mode switch and all, but they still have some sort of issue. I'm trying to exactly figure out what's the problem, but so far I've greased up, I've used some lubrication, I've lubricated the gears in the JVC one. The gears that turn the hubs are a bit, like, the mechanism's a bit jammed. So I lubricated the mechanism and I cleaned the mode switch for the both of them. But I'm still having an issue. We put in the tape and they just automatically start going forward even though you don't press play or anything. I'm just still trying to figure out what problem that is. I think I've seen it before, but I'll need to go check again. And the usual, I get like floppy disks and a bunch of VCDs and CDs and all that, books. Like, I got some books from a community sort of library kind of thing. It's basically like a shelf of books that you can just take whatever you want for free. And I actually found James Clavell's Noble House. I found Charles Dickens. I found Edgar Allan Poe, and I even found Lord of the Rings. So that's fun. But I'm still reading Lord of Chaos, Robert Jordan's Lord of Chaos, Wheel of Time. So it's gonna take me a while before I get through all of these. But yeah, and I also found the MS-DOS. There we go. The reference guide for MS-DOS version 5 by Compaq. So this was a guide that Compaq had released. And yeah, I was about to leave that day actually when I found this, when a friend and we found this box along the dustbin, and when we checked it out, there was this controller inside there. This one. Oh, it's dark. And also this. An Intel i7 4770 CPU. I don't think it's working though. Firstly, we found it in the bin, and secondly, one of the SMD capacitors on the back was like slanted, and when I picked at it with my fingernail, it literally came off. So I don't know if you can see. Try to zoom out, yeah. But if you can see, you notice that one of the SMD capacitors right there in the middle, it's gone. So yeah, I don't think the CPU is gonna work. But recently he's been giving me some CDs, VCDs, a lot of this stuff. Some Chinese karaoke stuff, some Malay movies like the old Shaw Brothers, Catholic Harris films, like the Shaw Brothers like P. Ramlee stuff. He's been giving me some P. Ramlee films, and I have some Indonesian films as well. These are old VCDs, which I do plan to copy them over to my computer and upload them. The problem right now is that the optical drive for my laptop died, and the only way I can copy things from disks over now is if I take this external drive for desktops, bring it upstairs and plug it into the desktop there. And I have to plug it in outside, and I have to mount the drive on a stack of books first, because the power for the SATA power cables are too short. So it's a very troublesome setup. It's very annoying to deal with, which is why I just got these yesterday. This stuff yesterday. I was just cleaning them, which is why you see this like bottle here and this tissue paper, just wiping all the cases, cleaning them up. And I took a look at these VCRs just this morning. So today I'm actually organizing my stuff, which is why you see all this equipment scattered around the room, just cleaning up things, because this stuff is supposed to be downstairs, but it got moved up just today, so I'm now just like sorting everything through. And I got a lot of stuff over these past months, like equipment wise. Like here's a Sony Digital 8 camcorder. I'm not gonna bother taking it out. I have a lot. He gave me a lot of tapes. This is a Sony Betamax player. To be fair, I bought this off Carousel, but yeah, this is a Betamax Sheen. I posted it on my Instagram before. And oh, I got a Laserdisc player. So you see all these Laserdiscs down here. I can technically digitize them now, I think. I don't know. Actually no, they're NTSC. I can't use the same thing I do for my VHS digitization setup. But I have a Laserdisc player now. For my friend sold it to me. It's just small stuff that he gave me. Look at this. I just have bags and bags of this stuff under the bed, you know, just full of, especially this bag. Especially, as I was saying, especially with this bag. Okay, the camera just overheated. Sony Alpha 6000, and yep, he gave me a lot of tapes. Oh, speaking about camera equipment, apart from this stuff, I actually bought myself an Olympus DSLR recently. This is an Olympus E300. It was released in 2004, and it's part of their 4/3 system. Not micro 4/3, but OG 4/3 per se. So you know how now there's micro 4/3 cameras like Olympus, I think Fuji also, like mirrorless cameras. Before micro 4/3 was a thing, it was 4/3. This was the DSLR lineup. Then when they went to micro 4/3, it's for the mirrorless cameras. So this was for the OG 4/3 per se. And I got it with the lens hood as well. Let me just get all this stuff. So lens cap, lens, body, lens hood, $20. Oh, and a 1GB CF card. Unknown condition. The seller said she got it tested at Sim Square, which is like this huge electronics mall here in Singapore, and it works, but she doesn't have a battery to test it with her then when I did the deal. I decided to risk it anyway, because I was thinking if it doesn't work in the end, I can still sell the lens. So I bought it all for $20. Then I bought the battery and the charger for the battery again off Carousel for another $20. And well, this thing actually bloody works perfectly. Let me just put in the battery and all that. Actually works perfectly fine. So you turn it on, and it does the thing where it shakes the camera, the image sensor. Yes, it actually has that to clean out the dust. And there's no live view, so you're gonna have to look at it through the viewfinder if you want to do anything. But it does work. Let's focus, and oh well, it's not gonna focus there, it's too close. Let's change it to manual focus. Yup, it actually has a sideways mirror. It's not your standard sized mirror. It's not your standard DSLR mirror. It's a sideways one. Let me try to unlock the lens with one hand. It's actually this sideways mirror. So that's interesting. I forgot what's called a Poro Prism, I think. I don't know. I forgot the Wikipedia terms, but this is new equipment that I've got. And recently I actually bought myself a Canon FD 50mm f1.8 lens off eBay. I'm gonna get an adapter and mount it onto this camera, the Sony Alpha 6000, and hope I can take some nice lovely portrait shots of it. I got this controller from the box as well. It was raining yesterday and this box contained this Logitech controller along with the CPU, as well as wireless earphones, which I haven't tested them yet, but I will soon. So yeah, this is essentially the stuff that I have. It's very cluttered, and I thought today it's best time to finally make this video. Finally make this sort of update. Sad thing is, I don't think I'll be able to do much next year, because next year is A-levels. It's gonna be very hectic, it's gonna be busy. I cannot make any promises for anything, and there's probably not gonna be too much stuff that's gonna be posted onto the channel next year. So any of y'all are like very dedicated followers of this channel. You're gonna have to wait quite a bit for any content or stuff. But yeah, that's about it for now. I'll show y'all the Laserdisc player, so we'll cut into that. So here is the Laserdisc player. It's a Pioneer CLD 110 KVT, and it actually plays CDs, LDs, CDBs, as well as VCDs. This actually supports video CDs. So if I open it here now, you'll see that, oh god, the focusing. It does not have, it cannot play both sides of a Laserdisc, but it is a disc changer for VCDs, so you can actually put two VCDs inside here, and then you can swap discs around when the time comes. I actually got it with the remote. He gave me the remote for it as well, so you can actually switch discs. I know there's no disc inside, but yeah. So yeah, that's the Laserdisc player. It has a few weird problems with the audio, digital audio, analog audio, but apart from that, it works fine. You can play the discs, can play VCDs and all that without any problems. So yeah, that's the Laserdisc player I have. That's my Samsung VCR. I'm sure you're familiar with this boy here, which I featured in my VHS digitization setup video. But apart from that, I have nothing much else to say. I'll be posting videos for the other records in due time. Just stay tuned and enjoy the music, I suppose. Bye bye.